We are on part 13.
13.
I'm losing track. Part 13 of 100 million money models and how to apply them in the land investing business. So 100 million money models is a book by Alex Hormozi. I spent time, took down notes, and we're going line by line and see how we can apply in our business, and also brainstorming with ChatGPT to come up with new ideas. So far, we have covered what money models are. We covered the attraction offers. So there are 5 attraction offers that were discussed in the book. Win your money back, decoy, pay more
Giveaway.
now, pay more now, pay less now, pay more later, giveaways, and buy X, get Y free.
Mm-hmm.
So those were the 5 attraction offers. Then we looked at the upsell offers. So the first upsell was
Classic.
the classic upsell. The second upsell was
Menu.
menu upsells. And today we're going to be talking about anchor upsells.
Anchor. All right.
All right, let's get into it.
Is that the last upsell or will there be more?
I think there's one more, rollover upsell.
Okay.
And then we go to downsells. All right. Have you had enough of upsells? You just want to go to downsells now?
No, I think, I feel like we still have barely scratched the surface on upsells. We need more, but so far we haven't gotten that many.
Well, he has another book, by the way.
Oh, we're going to go over all of them, right?
Yeah. First, we'll go over. There's another sales training that we'll go over first, and then we will do the other book. All right. So let's get started. Can you uncheck this? Okay. So the first one is anchor upsell. So he starts with an example. So author went to buy a suit with a $500 budget, and then the owner shows him like a $16,000 designer suit, which he couldn't afford at that time. And then so he sees it on his face, clearly can't afford it. So the owner then brings him like a $2,200 regular suit, and then author is like, "Oh, that's much more affordable," and then he buys it.
I think you missed some of the details in the story.
He
let him look at the price tag, register how expensive it was, and he said, "You know what? Do you really care about a super designer suit?" And then Alex Hormozi was like, "No." And he was like, "Then I have the perfect thing for you."
Right. And there's some like nuances to it, but which we'll get into. Yeah. But this is more like a compressed version of what anchor upsell is. So you anchor with a very high value product, and then you sell them something that's more affordable, but it's still above their initial budget, right? So he had a $500 budget. He ended up spending $2,500 with the upsells, with socks, ties, shirts, and stuff. Okay, so that's what an anchor upsell is on a high level on how it works, but we'll get into much deeper very shortly. All right. So author spent
good real estate agents do this, don't they?
What do you mean?
And like they take you to see.
Oh yeah, that would work. You say, all right, so my budget is $500K. They'll take you show $1 million house, and then they'll be like, you don't really need 2 poles. And then they'll show you like a $750K house, and then, all right, fine, I'll spend $750, even though your budget was like $500.
Yeah.
All right. So, the next item is
Joan doesn't get the air horn.
All right. So the next thing he discusses is if the customer gasps, right? You offer cheaper but acceptable alternatives, right? So he gasped when the owner showed him like a $16,000 suit. So that's when you show the cheaper alternatives. You start with like a extremely premium offer. This is what we're trying to do. Like, we'll do a Las Vegas event, but the reason it didn't work is because it still needs to solve a problem.
Yeah.
right? It needs to make a sense. Like it needs to make sense like in this scenario where the problem was that he needed a new suit. So the premium upsell was related to that, right? In our situation, it's more like, oh, you can buy cash. For them, that's like a premium upsell, and they're like, well, I don't have $20,000. So you're
Yeah.
like, all right, how about $2,000 and you pay the rest off in 3 years, right? So that's more of a
The problem is we're undercutting that because we've already marketed that it's $1 down, right? So we,
no, not the $20,000 properties. They're not $1
yeah,
down.
yeah. But we're still marketing. We're already marketing that there's owner financing.
Yeah,
So
true. Right. Yeah, it's not a clear as clear of an example, but yeah.
I think a more clear example might be if we had some process where someone comes in and we kind of help them find the property that seems to meet their needs best. So then we could show one property that's well out of their budget.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to execute because then you need a more expensive property
Yeah.
within the parameters of what they're looking for, right? This is very clear cut. The guy wants a suit, right? Oh,
Yeah,
I have
that's
like
true.
5,000 suits, I can sell him. But if someone wants the property, it has to be in North Carolina.
Yeah.
It needs to be in this area.
Yeah.
And we only have one available, right?
Yeah.
All right. Maybe that's another case for having a larger inventory. Then you can do advanced plays like this, right? Right now we only have 100 properties for sale. Maybe have 200.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, I mean, we should workshop this, but again, I think some of these strategies, we first have to kind of like master the base upsell first, right? And then,
This could be a base upsell.
yeah.
Okay. When I say advanced, I meant like using multiple upsells, like multiple upsell strategies. By itself is not an advanced strategy, right? Because once you know what he's doing, it's not, oh, you just show a more expensive
Yeah.
stuff and then give them the cheaper one. Okay. So if you present your main offer, some people will buy it. But if you present your premium offer, that's 5 to 10 times the price first, lots of people will say no. Then when you present your main offer, it looks like a much better deal, so more people will buy it. So anchor upsells work best when lower price offer has the same core function as the premium one. So that's exactly what I was
That's
saying.
what you were saying. Yeah.
Yeah. It needs to have the same core function. So yeah, you were also right that it will work if the property, we had it in the similar, like if
Right.
say someone wants Tierra Grande property and we have 20 acres, 40 acres, 100 acres, and 5 acres. So you show them the 100 acre and then we're like, well, you don't need 100 acres. That's like 100 football fields.
Yeah.
Why would you need that? Just get 20. Right? That kind
Right.
of thing.
Yeah.
But the cool part is some people might say yes to 100 acres.
Yeah, they might. I mean,
Yeah.
that's quite a property. That would be a
Right.
sort of lifetime buy.
Yeah. Okay. So anchor upsells work best when lower price offer has the same core function as the premium one, and author didn't care about the designer that much. He just needed a suit, right? So what are the benefits? So one of the benefits is that anchored customers spend more than they would normally would, right? If you come in, it's just like happens in the grocery stores as well. Usually like people do that, like, oh, like a lot of like people who have like a very strict budget, they will be like, all right, I cannot spend more than $200 on the grocery, and then they go to Whole Foods or whatever, right? And then they see, oh, this, that, and this and that, and then they end up spending more, right? That kind of thing. Like yeah, if you're like somehow anchored, you end up spending more than what you budgeted, right? That's the idea. I think in a way, Whole Foods also does anchor upsells, right? Because they'll be like, oh, why just buy one tomato? Buy the whole bag, right? It's cheaper, kind of thing. No?
Yeah. Well,
Costco.
also
Whole
thinking
Foods.
like probably where they place certain items, you might put like more premium items in direct line of sight. So if you go in just to get tomatoes, you're thinking you're going to spend like
I mean, it's
$10 and
Juniper. What kind of psychology do stores like Whole Foods and other markets use to have their customers spend more when they come to the store?
they also put like little
Oh,
items
they've
up
got a
front.
whole bag of tricks. Basically, stores like Whole Foods use psychology to keep you lingering and spending. They put the fresh produce right up front to make you feel like you're in a wholesome, natural environment. They use warm lighting, calming music, and even those little sample stations to get you in a good mood. And let's not forget strategic product placement, putting the fancy, higher margin stuff right at eye level so it's the first thing you reach for. In short, they're pros at making you feel good about buying more.
Yeah, that's what you were saying, right? The line of sight. So I'm guessing the high margin stuff is the one that they, right? Juniper, the
Yeah,
high
like
margin stuff
you go to
is
get
the
pasta.
is the products that they manufacture themselves, right?
Exactly, you got it. Those store brands or in-house products usually have the highest margins. Whole Foods' own 365 line, for example, is a classic case. They can price it attractively, but still make a bigger profit because they control the whole production chain. So yeah, they put those front and center to tempt you and keep their own margins nice and healthy.
What were you saying?
Well, I was thinking of something a little bit different. Like, say you go to get pasta and you're thinking you're going to spend, $3 on a box of pasta, but then you go there and you see like the gluten-free pasta imported from Italy using only like hand-grown ancient wheat.
Okay.
And those are priced at like $8 a box. And then you can go, then you
So
might
get
be
an
more
anchor.
like,
You get anchored. Okay. Good thing we don't send you to grocery stores. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So anchored customers spend more than they would normally would. Some customers will still buy the more expensive thing, right? If you say, for example, oh yeah, 100 acres, they'll be like, yeah, I'll take it, right? Or just like some people will take designer suits, especially if you have drug money.
Where did that come from?
I'm just thinking of example why someone would want or if they run a hedge fund. How about that?
That's not as
Not as well.
edgy. That's not as edgy though. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I came up with drug money. Okay. Steps. So what are the steps? How do you execute anchor upsell, right? So first you present the anchor, the really expensive thing, like the designer suit, then get the gasp, expect the customer to freak out about the cost, then you come to the rescue, ask if they care what makes it premium, then you present your main offer, expect the customer to feel relieved and see the better deal. Ask how they want to pay, which card would you prefer? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is like a powerful line. That's why I like highlighted it. The only worse thing than making $1,000 offer to a person with $100 budget is making $100 offer to someone with $1,000 budget, right? Because in the first situation you lose 100, in the second situation you lose 900.
Is this an argument for always being sure you have properties at like every price tier, including some really expensive properties?
Yeah. I mean, once again, this particular example is specific in the sense that you need the same core, you're solving the same core need. So just having expensive property won't have that effect unless you are in one area. Right? So if you are, say, Tierra Grande, New Mexico, right? You have 1 acre properties, 5 acre properties. I think minimum is 5, right?
Yeah. Although, it doesn't have to be, it could be all of Colorado, right? Or
No, but I'm saying if someone is interested in living in Tierra Grande and we have like 4 properties, then it would be more.
No, that I understand. I'm just saying, like, going up macro level, this is also an argument, again, at a higher level of having higher value properties somewhere in the same state as well, because
Yeah.
you never know what someone's actual budget is if you give them a high quality
no,
product.
that makes sense. Yeah. I don't know why anyone would argue against it, right? Yeah, of course you want to have different price levels in your inventory. That makes sense. Okay. So, yeah, I think in general having a large, I mean, we can ask ChatGPT, or not ChatGPT, Juniper. Juniper, if what are the pros and cons of having a larger land inventory as opposed to having a smaller inventory? So say like 250 properties in inventory as compared to 50 properties in inventory. What are the pros and cons?
Sure thing. Let's break it down quickly. On the pro side of having a larger inventory, let's say 250 versus 50, you've got more variety and more options to match what buyers are looking for.
Right.
It can make your business
That's what
feel
I'm
like a one-stop shop and can help smooth out the ups and downs in sales because you're not relying on just a handful of properties. Plus, buying in bigger volumes sometimes lets you negotiate better deals on the front end. Now, on the con side, a bigger inventory also means more management overhead. You've got more listings to maintain, more taxes to keep track of, and just generally more complexity. It can tie up more capital too, because you're spreading your funds across more properties, which might mean a bit less liquidity. And of course, managing 250 listings just takes more time and effort than managing 50. In short, bigger inventory equals more opportunities, but more juggling.
But I think part of this too is you don't just have a big inventory where it's essentially like 5 boxes, so 5 locations, and all your properties are essentially the same. You just have like 50 5 acres in Tierra Grande and then 50.
You are saying it should be more spread out,
Yeah,
or less
more
spread out.
more diversified.
Right. So Juniper, would you rather, if we do go with like 250 properties, would you suggest having a diversified portfolio, like having 5 in Colorado, 5 in Wisconsin, 5 in Alaska, 5 in Hawaii, or would you rather recommend having like 50 in Colorado, 50 in Alaska, 50 in Florida?
The classic diversification question. Honestly, I'd say it's a bit of a balancing act. If you go for a more diversified spread, like a handful of properties in lots of different states, you get the benefit of not having all your eggs in one basket. If one market cools off, you've got others to rely on. Plus, it gives you a broader appeal to buyers in different regions. On the flip side, having more properties concentrated in a few key areas, like 50 in Colorado, 50 in Alaska, means you get to know those markets really well. You can streamline your operations and build relationships with local officials, realtors, and service providers. It's often easier to manage, and you might find efficiencies by focusing on fewer regions. So really, it depends on whether you want to spread your risk out more or keep things simpler and more focused. Both paths can work. You just have to pick the one that fits your style and bandwidth.
I mean, I wasn't actually suggesting like don't focus on a few states, but if you're going to do that, be diversified in a few states. So it's not like you have 50 properties in Colorado and they're all more or less the same, like 5 acres in the same
Different
subdivision.
sizes, you mean? Different, yeah.
And
okay.
different locations within the state, different sizes.
Yeah. I think, I mean, I don't think there's a counter argument to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So always have premium upsells ready. Only a handful of customers buy them, but those handful bring big profits. You won't lose customers by offering premium stuff first. You will lose money if you don't. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Examples. So lawn care service. So premium offer, get my cell phone number, fancy mulch, natural pest control, bi-weekly yard maintenance for $1,000 per week.
Could we do a premium offer where for an extra, I don't know how much a month, you work directly with me?
Work directly with you for what?
Like you have my number, you would contact me if you
For
want.
what?
for loan servicing anything that comes up.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Well, it's probably a terrible
makes no
idea, but
sense.
it's just a premium.
That makes no sense.
I mean, most people aren't going to pay extra for that.
But that would be also like you're gonna kill your business for
Yeah.
just making extra $1,000.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. Why would you do that? I mean, you'll have to charge really high number for a service like that because time is the most valuable asset. Once it's gone, it's gone. So why would you sell your time for a per hour rate? Right? It doesn't make any sense. Right?
Yeah, it's just
Because you have a team to run and you have a business to run. If you use your time in answering support queries, then how are you gonna implement business strategies? You know?
yeah. I mean, maybe that was a terrible idea. Just
Yeah.
all right.
I think it might work in a consulting scenario if you have like like educational service and you're like, well, your knowledge is very valuable, right? It's like support work. Your team can handle it. Why would you wanna volunteer your time for extra $1,000, right? It just doesn't make sense. Okay, so the premium offer. By the way, Neil Patel did this once. He was like selling courses, and he's like, one of the course bonus was you can have free 1 hour call with me. And he sold like thousands and thousands of courses like that back in the day before he had his own SEO agency. And then he was like, he was like talking about it. He was like, thank God no one took me up. No, I only got a handful of people who actually booked the one-on-one. Otherwise, I would have been completely, messed
Yeah.
up his schedule. So, all right. So premium offer for this is a lawn care service, right? Also, you would do this when you're just like a 5-man company, 5-person company, right? It because it's not scalable, right? This is just an example for a local lawn care service. Okay. So get your phone number, fancy mulch, natural pest control, bi-weekly yard maintenance for 1,000 per week. Main offer: get my team's number, generic mulch, normal pest control, bi-weekly yard maintenance for 200 per week. It's priced so that most people will reject the first offer. So it's anchoring them,
Right.
right? Okay. So physical product, painting. Premium offer, super protective packaging, 20-year insurance, gift wrapped for $1,000. Main offer, normal packaging, 1-year insurance, sticker for $200. Newsletter, premium offer, all previous issues plus new issues, 24-hour early access for $199 per month. Main offer, new issues only, on time, $19 per month. Yeah?
Yeah.
If you treat the anchor like a fake, so would the customer, right? So for this to work, you actually have to sell it and they actually have to consider it, right? Because if when he was trying to sell the designer suit, if he actually didn't put effort into like, and actually believe that 1% of their customers will actually buy designer suits, he won't really sell it because he'll be like, oh yeah, most people are going to say no. In your head, you already rejected yourself, right? That's like one of the things, what's the name that negotiation guy talks about?
Chris Voss.
Chris Voss, right? He says like most people just negotiate with themselves. They'll be like, oh yeah, he's not going to accept that. So it's the same thing, right? You cannot negotiate with yourself. You have to actually believe that 1% of the customers will buy the expensive thing. And then you try to sell to everyone. And when they say no, or you hear the gasp, then you bring out the core offer. So for this to actually work, you have to actually sell it and they actually have to consider it. There was a lot of actuallys in one sentence. don't just go through the motions. Only after they pause, hesitate, or ask for something else, you move on to the next thing. Make a premium offer you actually want people to buy. Don't make some BS you don't want people to buy. Tweak the offer that you actually feel happy to deliver if someone paid. Yeah, exactly. This is the main point. Would you feel happy by answering like geek pay questions? No, right?
Yeah.
Not
that's
only it's a
true.
waste of your time, but it's also not enjoyable. So why would you sell something? Because in the back of your head, you will be thinking, oh, I don't really want that person to say yes to this offer. So you're like sabotaging it in your head,
Yeah, that's true.
right? Unless you're like, well, you have conservation and easement or something that you're passionate about, we'll do this and I'll do all the work and you pay me 100K for it. Then you'll actually be excited. You'll be like, I want to do it. I'm getting paid for it. And it's something that I feel passionate about. So it needs to make sense. Okay. Tweak the offer that you would feel happy to deliver if someone paid. Author's friend tripled his profit using this method. It's a win-win. Some people will take the offer, others who don't will still anchored them. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should think of some anchor upsell. Maybe we have like an extremely premium membership.
Mm-hmm.
We'll fly to your house and answer your question.
You were just making fun of my idea for phone support.
Yeah, exactly.
You're,
Well, if they pay you $1 million, you'll be happy to do it. You're like, we'll come to your house. We'll bring our cameras. We'll make a documentary out of it. Do a live stream.
it's a thought.
Something like that. You know, some people say, well, why don't you meet me at the lot? Right?
Yeah.
Say, I will for $20,000.
Again, you were just making fun of.
No, why?
Amazing.
That'll be enjoyable. We never see our properties anyway. Right?
That's no one is gonna pay for that. Come on.
Or maybe you're just negotiating with yourself. You're saying if Brad Pitt wants to buy from you, he is not gonna pay 100,000, especially if you're selling the 160 acres in Utah for 479 million. I guess people don't get that reference. All right, fine. Watch our other channel, guys. All right.
But the other way of doing it with the membership that I think makes maybe a little more sense is to have something free, like 1 month free or something like that. And
What do you
then
mean 1 month free of what?
Of the membership.
But you're already charging them like what, 99 per month or 199 per month? So how is that premium? You give them $99.
No, it wouldn't be following this strategy. It would be following one of the older strategies,
What's the older strategy?
like more like the attraction offer type strategy, where you give something essentially for free, and then get the person to buy the actual product once
That has nothing to do with anchor upsells.
It doesn't. I'm just saying that to me seems like the more natural way of trying to sell the membership.
Okay. All right, fine.
But we could look at both.
Yeah, we'll workshop this in the next session, right? So we'll see. All right. A proper anchor gets the gasp. When doing anchor upsells correctly, customers will have mini panic attacks, right? Because it's 5 to 10x the price. The bigger the gasp, the more they bought. Once you get the gasp, come to the rescue. In author's example, the seller already had the 1/8 price suit pulled up before his reaction. He knew the author would gasp. If the customers don't gasp, they probably find your premium offer reasonable. Just don't do Just don't do a gasp of your own when they say yes.
There's got to be a way to make this work with properties rather than like the membership.
Yeah. Like a premium. We'll do the build for you for like $2 million. What do you
Or
think?
something, or
We'll put the mobile home for you. We'll install all the utilities. We'll work with. You give us 12 months and $100,000.
yeah, I mean, that would be a good option if you're willing to consider something like that.
Well, if the price is big enough, you'll consider anything, right?
Yeah,
We could do it.
we could.
But who's gonna? Yeah, I mean, as I said, who's gonna? Okay, all right.
That is outside of our core competency, though.
Yeah, it
Could
would
do.
work more on like the mentorship side,
Yeah.
where we say, well, we'll buy the first 10 properties for you, kind of thing. We'll set up the initial inventory.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But then the person is not learning anything, so it's no longer a mentorship. Okay.
Well, it's a mastermind now.
Yeah, that's why we changed
Yeah.
it to mastermind.
I mean, I don't know if something like we're going to do the workshop tomorrow, but we give them like our
Actually,
investor-
we're done. We can do the workshop now
Okay.
because I can't imagine it being like
okay.
more than 15 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I was just throwing out something like in areas where we do have a lot of similar parcels, like an investor gold package where we say we can give you 5 of these properties for,
How is that an anchor upsell?
well, it would be 5 times as much as one property.
What?
They're buying 5 at once, and then you.
5 at once for what price? Usually people expect a discount if you sell them 5 at once. How are you going to charge them 5x?
Well, okay. I mean, yeah, we could also still throw in a discount on the
How
off
is that
chance
an
that-
anchor upsell then? Anchor upsell is you show them a premium product that's 5 to 10 times the price of your regular product. So just giving them 5 properties for 5x the price doesn't work, and giving them 5 properties with a discount it's not an anchor upsell. Right?
Yeah.
'Cause
Although
it's not-
I mean, it's still
Because
still
it needs
could-
to be 5x for one property, not 5x for 5
Okay.
properties.
But it still might serve the same purpose, which is to get people more comfortable. Some people might even take us on that offer, which would be a good outcome. And those that don't,
I
they
still
might
don't
be more
understand.
like,
What is the offer? You sell them 5 for what?
we would have to provide like a discount, but
How is that an anchor then? That's
but
not
it
an
still
anchor
serves the
upsell.
same purpose. You're anchoring them with a higher price. And then when they say no, if they're on the fence about the price of the one property, it seems a little more
I don't
reasonable.
know. It seems like a stretch to me. You're
But
saying
it's a-
5 properties and also giving them a discount. And then you say, oh, just buy one. But they already have the price of one. In this example,
Mm-hmm.
they did not. Right?
Well, then how? I mean, when we're selling
Let's
properties,
do
they know
workshop
the
then.
price.
We'll do it in the workshop. Let's cover
Okay.
it in the workshop. Okay. To get more people to buy your main offer, make it a better deal. Only tweak a few features from your premium offer to make your main offer. You want the premium primary features to stay the same. Fewer people care about the secondary features, so change those. This allows customers to get the same primary features and a way better deal. Most people just want a suit. A few people want a fancy suit. The suit is the primary feature. The material/designer is secondary. After anchoring, offering the primary feature for 1/5 the price makes the main offer a great deal. Yeah? All right, summary. For the most effective anchor, make your premium 5 to 10 times more expensive than your core offer. Anchored customers spend a bit more, than they plan to. Don't treat the anchor as a fake. You lose trust and waste time. Some people will take the premium offer, which will result in outsized profits, even with just a few sales. The main offer and the premium offer should have the same primary features. The premium offer has different secondary/premium features. After anchoring offer, the primary features of 1/5 the price makes the main offer a great deal. Okay.
Okay, you're going to say this is also not exactly an anchor upsell, but for some reason it made me think of, Land Spot, was it? They have some parcels where they're offering like their gold club or whatever, where you can do 0 interest loans, but you have to pay them off in a year.
Oh, it's a membership.
Yeah, I think it's a membership. I'd have to look at the exact details again. But in that instance, you're sort of anchoring with a higher monthly payment.
But it's the same thing what we're doing. You pay early and get 5% cash back.
But it sounds much better when you say.
Why? What's better?
You're saying 0 interest.
As opposed to 5% cash back.
Yeah.
I think 5% cash back is better.
But I think the
because most people don't even think about interest. They don't even know how much interest they will be paying over the loan term.
Yeah, but I think that to me sounds like a more interesting.
You pay within 1 year and it's 0% interest.
Mm-hmm.
So no. So what happens if they don't pay within 1 year?
I'm not sure how they handle that.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they don't pay in 1 year, they're defaulting on the loan, right?
No. What if they say, oh, we're gonna pay in 1 year, and they say, oh, I'm late. What are you gonna charge interest? That's why ours is better, because you're like, well, if you don't,
but
if
from
you pay,
from a marketing standpoint, that is a little better. And then also, you have.
I disagree. 0% interest how is that better? We used to give 0% interest. What did people do? They just screwed us over.
I understand that
right?
part. I'm purely talking about the marketing, not about the implementation risk side of things. Because the 0% interest it's actually pretty compelling for many people.
Not for me.
Not for you, but
I would rather take 5% cash back.
There are a lot of people who don't like interest.
We do no prepayment penalty. That means we say, well, you can pay off in 3 months. And you'll pay close to 0.
Yes, but that requires a little more thinking to understand the benefits.
Okay. So these are my notes. Can you give me ideas on how to apply them?
It is a thought for membership.
In the land selling business?
As long as you're a member, you don't have to pay interest.
No, that's crazy.
Or you get it.
That is absolutely nuts. Mm-hmm. We'll give you benefits. So we're not gonna. Mm-hmm. That's our revenue source. How are you gonna kill the revenue source? Interest income is, right? Because without interest, you see what happened when we did 0% interest. People are like, they just keep late payment. Oh, I don't have money, but they don't have any incentive. If they say, oh, the interest is accruing, you need to incentivize for them to pay quickly, right? Otherwise, they're just like, well, which would I rather pay? This land loan with 0% interest or my credit card bill? Clearly credit card bill, because there I'm paying 18% interest. This land loan is 0%. So I'm just going to keep stringing them along, right? That's what that was happening. So I don't think we should touch the interest. It's a strong deterrent for someone being... I mean, there's a reason credit card companies charge so much interest, because they don't want people... Because no one will pay. 0% interest, even the 0% interest offers, they expire after a year or 6 months. Because otherwise no one will pay. They'll be like, oh, yeah, it's fine. I'll pay that $20 late fee. You have to incentivize. That's what I'm saying. That's why we came up with 5% cash back. You pay early, you get 5% cash back. I think that's
And
better from a psychology
all right,
perspective.
okay, well then we need to market it better because I don't think it sounds as good right now the way it.
Positioning is always something that can be improved. Okay, so here are the ideas. So set the primary feature land ownership at a massively better deal. So affordable vacant land priced between $5,000 to $25,000, or owner finance $199 to $290 per month. Your premium anchor, something 5 to 10 times bigger, more luxurious, better located, or more done for you. So here are the ideas. Number 1, anchor offer. Before we look at the half-acre lot in Putnam, a lot of our buyers also check out our premium inventory. 5 to 7 acre lots with paved access, utilities, past perk test, and a lake view. Usually 60 to 80K. Main offer. Now the one we talked about, that half acre for 12K, actually gives you the same primary value. You become the landowner today, just without the premium add-ons like utilities and views. I mean, it's similar to what we were discussing, right? Show them a better, but you need a bigger inventory.
But it also, as you were saying, doesn't quite work the same because they already know the prices.
Yeah.
It's
anchor with a premium. Yeah, maybe it's not a good fit for but let's go through. We have been surprised before. Anchor with a premium owner financing plan. Oh, that might work. Some of our buyers choose our fast track ownership plan, $2,000 per month.
Yeah, this is what I was trying to get at with the 12-month idea. Yeah. We got sidetracked on the no interest portion of it, but the idea being you're anchoring with a plan that has a higher monthly payment.
Okay, and then main offer, most people choose the $249. But we cannot say that. We want them to pay in a year. That's not even... That's what I was saying. I mean, the ultimate premium would be like pay cash right now. Which they already know, so... Right? All right, done for you package. Premium. Oh, this is what I was talking about. We'll do the survey, we'll do the perk test, we'll do the clearing, we'll do the driveway cut, we'll do the utility.
We could do something like that. I thought you were just very opposed to
no, but it needs to be... We need to make a ton of money for us to do that because it's also risky.
It is risky.
Yeah.
Well, more importantly, it's not our core competency, although we could build that out if we wanted to.
We could,
It's just whether that's a distraction or not.
Yeah. I mean, if only a handful of people take it, then it might be feasible. And if more people start taking it, we just raise the prices.
Okay. But if only a handful of people are taking it, are we going to have enough reps to be competent at doing something?
I mean, it's not like you're going to go there and cut the driveway, right? We're just making phone calls and hiring people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we leave it at survey, perk test, clearing, all of that we know how to do. So I guess it's...
Yeah. But what if the perk fails?
Yeah, that's why you were concerned about it.
Yeah.
before.
What if the survey reveals that it's...
Yep. That was your main concern with doing
Then what happened? Then they paid $50,000 and we're giving them a subpar answer.
Yeah.
And they'll shoot the messenger.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you rejected ideas like this before. You gave the example of the builder who was selling lots.
Yeah, it's just also outside of our core competency. And it's like heavy risk, high risk, low reward. I mean, you made $20,000, but you could make the same 20 by doing more land deals, right? Okay. Anchor with a luxury location. I mean, it's the same oceanfront mountain view, and then say, or just get this.
Yeah, that's the same.
Anchor with premium down payment option is the same. Okay, anchor with multi-lot investment package. That's what you were suggesting. 3 lots for 59 or 1 lot.
So I wasn't completely off with suggesting that as an option.
Anchor with a high-end state. Like Hawaii, and then say, just buy in Florida. What? All right. Anchor with a premium seller financing guaranteed package.
Actually, that might work where we anchor it with a bundle of all of our financing upsells right at the beginning. And then we say, well,
No, but that's no, that's the upsell. Yeah, I just don't think this is just a good use case in our business. But I still wanted to go through all the ideas so that, because to confirm that it's true. I'm not making assumptions.
although not that this is, you said we're saying it's not really an upsell, but the bundled lot option, shouldn't we be giving that to people who are, if they reach out to us and they seem to be investors or interested in land for
Most of the
investment?
investors who reach out to us, they want to sell their inventory
Well,
to
yeah.
us,
Yes. I mean,
not buy from us.
yeah.
Or like some people will come to us and they'll offer like ridiculous prices.
Yeah.
It almost never works like investor to investor, because you
Yeah,
could just
that's true.
go
No,
and
I know. That does.
just
yeah.
get it directly from the
Yeah.
owners. Why are you going to another investor if you're not gonna pay more? Like it makes no sense. Okay, it was just a little bit more work. It's not like a ton of more, right? Just send letters or do whatever cold calling. It's not that much work. So what are you saving, right? Because you're compressing your margins, but you're also not learning the skill. So,
No, I mean, that's not.
oh, it's just a rant, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just people are lazy. Okay. Anchor with a VIP acquisition program.
My only point was sometimes every now and then someone expresses interest in multiple lots.
Okay, so there are some people who are retail investors. So they will.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
of.
they will.
Yeah.
They will buy from us, and like a cash price, and then they will list it with a realtor, and they'll say, "I don't care if it doesn't sell in a year, but I know when it sells, I'm gonna make like 30% on top." Those are rare.
Yeah, they're rare. I'm just saying every now and then there are people like that, and we could
But
have
that's a
the
legit
bundle.
strategy.
Yeah, it is. No, there are people. We know there are people who have bought properties from us and made money.
And then they just listed with the realtor.
Yeah.
That's like a valid. I mean, if we had, if we had a successful business, and we just wanted to do land on the side, that's what we would do, right? We just buy. We know, we can buy discounted lots, and then we'll just list it with realtor, and we know it's going to take a couple of years, but when we do sell, it's going to make like 30-40% or sometimes even 100%. Right? That is a legit strategy.
Yeah, but my whole point there is, on occasion there are people like that who buy properties, and we should offer bundle packages.
Well, that's what the membership is for. That's the whole point of the membership, right? Okay. I think we have, because we don't need all 27 strategies. We just need like 2 or 3 strategies. And I think we already have the answer with the membership option, but we still need to go through all of them to make sure, because there's so many things that we don't know. And it's just a question of looking under every rock to see. We have searched the entire field and we came up with the right, because it's also possible there's how much ignorance that we're paying right now. So we need to look at under every rock to be 100% sure. Okay. That's the reason why ChatGPT helps us go through all the ideas, because if ChatGPT couldn't think of the ideas, then it's high likelihood that we didn't miss anything obvious. Okay. Anchor with a VIP acquisition program. We do have VIP land acquisition program. We'll do the sourcing, negotiating, and securing property for you. It starts at $10,000 upfront. Main offer, the pre-vetted properties we already own. Let you skip all that for a fraction of the cost.
That seems like a distraction.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I was listening to the other book that's coming not after this, but after the sales training. So after this, we do the sales training. He did like a 3-hour sales training. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to go to the other book. Right. And so I'm just like preparing for that. And one of the things he said that whenever it's like a brand new business he looks at or brand new market, he always starts with a free offer on the attraction side. And the free offer gives not your core product, but like a mini piece of the core product. So I was thinking,
why don't I was talking about that?
I was thinking, why don't we? No, forget about membership. I'm talking about attraction offers.
Right.
So I was like, why don't we promote the Freeland giveaway on like, you want to do like Google ads or Facebook ads to see?
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
I don't know if we tried. Did we try it?
We did.
Long time back.
I mean, I don't think that data is worth anything now because that was a while ago and we didn't know what we were doing. But I think that'd be a really good strategy.
We could try it because it will.
I remember you had pretty good rates on it.
It had very good CTR rates, but mostly trolls. Yeah. Right. Saying, oh, this is wrong, that's wrong, you're a scam, this and that. Mostly trolls. But anyways, that was a side. So we'll get to it anyway.
The only
in a month or so.
The only thing is, it's a powerful, it's a powerful attraction offer.
Somehow we can get them to book a call.
Yeah, we need to filter it properly into booking a call.
So
like
maybe
some kind of
do
qualification process, so it's not just people who are
right. So maybe we can build something. By the time we get to that section of the book, it's going to take us a month. So maybe we do the January Freeland giveaway and then go through those strategies and then come up with something better. And then we can do one for April and use that strategy. So we can run ads for a few months. Yeah? Okay. All right. So we are almost an hour. So let's finish this. So anchor with a VIP acquisition program. You're like, yeah, that's going to be a distraction, right?
Yeah.
Unless you charge like $20,000 up front. But then also it'll be a distraction because then you'll have to personally get involved.
Yeah.
Okay. Anchor with a bring your RV today premium lot. No, that doesn't make any sense. It's not our decision to have RVs. Anchor with premium access roads. No. Anchor with off-grid freedom estate. No. Anchor with a premium buyback guarantee. But the problem with that is like, what if they trash the property and then like, all right, take it back?
Although they're paying a lot extra up front.
Even if they pay $2,000 extra, that's nothing. If the property is worth $40,000, give them $40,000 back just for extra $2,000. That makes no sense.
I mean, you'd need to price it. You'd probably it'd be like adjustable pricing.
But why would someone do that? That makes no sense, right? Or probably like launder money and then kind of thing. And what is it called? You remember what I'm talking about?
Money laundering?
Yeah. Where like running through like a nail salon.
Yeah. That's money laundering, yeah.
Like, what was the show that we watched? Everyone Loves Saul?
Yeah.
Or Call Saul?
Call Saul.
I think Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he had like a nail salon for money laundering. So how did that work? You know?
Yeah. I don't know that. I never looked into the details of how to actually make money laundering work, but you're essentially like showing you have a business and you're showing kind of like fake revenue and profits in it so that you can get the money.
Right. So I'm just saying someone uses their drug money to buy our land and then say, all right, give me a refund a year later using this program. Right?
Yeah.
Right? It's also going to mess up the taxes for us.
Yeah.
Because we already pay taxes.
But I know you have a good point. Like, why most land buyers? Why would they want a buyback guarantee?
Yeah. Anchor with premium lake, river, mountain proximity. Anchor with a premium warranty package.
We can't provide.
Yeah. High-end comparable sale. Premium speed close option. But that's just a regular upsell. Premium land bundle with gift cards. Land prep kit. Monthly ROI projections. What?
I don't know.
Or
what
timber valuations and stuff. All right, fine. So it doesn't apply. So that's what we learned after an hour, that Anchor upsells. Although we will make it work in like a upsells, when we have a bunch of upsells, we're like, all right, so we come up with an expensive one.
Yeah, I think a lot of these strategies we might not be able to make work right now, but we'll probably at some point go back to them.
Okay. All right. CTA.
So that's.
Yeah, we'll come back to them as and when we get to them. All right. So we are done with Anchor upsells, Erica. Applause.
Yeah. So we have one last upsell, rollover upsells.
So we have rollover upsells left, and then we go into downsells. Yeah?
Okay.
Downsells, you like downsells, right? I really like continuity, so
yeah, that's where I want to get to. But
yeah, so we have to.
But we shouldn't shortchange downsells.
Oh yeah, downsells are very powerful. All right, yeah. Check out honestwealthbuilders.com if you want to get an inside look at how our mastermind works. I always get confused mentorship and mastermind.
It's lodged in your brain now.
Yeah,
you gotta do it.
I did mentorship for so long that I have like etched into my brain. All right, mastermind. Now
see the wheels turning every time you have to say it.
I'm sorry, but you've hit the daily.
Right. So, So what do we discuss? What kind of people do we want? Action takers?
Yep, action takers. That's what we say.
Takers.
Action takers. But yeah, anyone who has a land investing business
or
wants to start one, and you're serious about it,
you're willing to take massive action.
We'll be a community of land investors who are actively and aggressively incorporating new strategies. We can
sharing, learning.
Yeah. So we can all do it together and figure out what's working and what isn't working. Take the best strategies from
more
the
data,
whole group.
More people, more data.
Yeah.
Better the implementation. All right, so we'll do the next one tomorrow. Let's do tomorrow. We should finish this series so we can go to the next one, because there's so much stuff coming that's extremely helpful.
Yeah. You mean the upsell series or the whole money model?
No, the money model series. I feel like we're going a little bit slower than, or as in like we're not doing it frequently enough. Maybe we should try to do it every day.
Okay. We are going to have to take a little break,
Yeah, that's fine. All right. So see you guys. So tomorrow, what are we doing tomorrow?
We can do tomorrow.
All right. Tomorrow, everyone. In the afternoon, Eastern. See you later.
In the afternoon at some point.
Eastern.
All right.